Quiet on set. Keep recording. Hello, listening audience, and welcome to another Toonkind not at 12 FPS. God, it's been so long since I've actually done a game. Hello, welcome to another episode of Toonkind D&D, and specifically to our Halloween special, the Ember Express. I am your DM for the day, your host with the most. I am WhirlwindGale, and I am joined by...
Hi, I'm RJ. Do you want us to say who we're playing as well, or just...
Yes.
Okay. I'm playing Jay Inkheart, like, a yonk after he was first introduced. He's just been kind of doing stuff, and now the plot has finally gotten hold of him again. Bless his poor soul.
Bless his cotton socks.
I suppose that means it's me next. Hello, everyone. I am Noodle or pasta or udon or whichever variation thereof y'all are feeling today. I wish you all a happy Halloween, and I am bringing a very stupid, delightful idiot bird in Jubilee, Yukon.
Incredible, beloved, wonderful.
Next up is me. Hello, I am the jazziest AAA battery this side of the county line, or just Jazz for short, and I am playing Gray and his creature horde that he's got. He's just vibing, he's just a child, he's just happy to be here.
Indeed. God, I love y'all's characters so much. I am very excited to play with y'all. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, or afternoon. Evening for some of us, if I remember right.
Listen, you made an announcement for train game?
Yeah.
I am the train person.
Legally, I am obligated to throw Jubilee at trains.
I got 2 people with train associations and my best friend. We're doing great.
Yeah, Jay's happy to be here.
Jay hasn't got a train association. Jay's just happy to be here. But with that in mind, with our cast introduced, allow me to set the scene for you. So, it is Halloween night in Einquell. And Einquell is, well, it's a place with a lot of stories and with a lot of plots and with a lot of things that happen. And there are a lot of local legends, but today we're focusing on one in specific. The legend of the Ember Express. Now, this one's a lesser-known story, but in certain crowds, it is nonetheless a wonderful ghost story told around Halloween jack-o'-lanterns and under the light of the full moon. You see, legend has it that on Halloween night, when the moon is highest in the sky, along abandoned railroads runs the Ember Express, a mysterious steam train that picks up the souls of those who have passed on but have not yet found their way to the afterlife to escort them to their final destination. Whether or not the train exists is a mystery to everyone. People swear up and down that they've seen it, but no one can seem to agree on what the damn thing looks like. For some people, it's a pitch-black train with no real defining details, only its shape against the night sky being any form of identification. For others, they swear up and down that the damn thing was made made completely out of pumpkins. But that seems impossible for something that's supposed to be, a functional train. I don't know much about trains, but I don't think pumpkins are a suitable building material. But, well, the one thing that's consistent about the Ember Express is that it is a train for ghosts, which is why it is rather confusing that somehow, some way, 3 tickets wound up in the hands of the living. So, Jay, Jubilee, and Gray, you all woke up the night before Halloween with a train ticket either tucked into your hand or hidden under your pillow. What was your reaction when you found this strange bright orange train ticket?
Well, I suppose I can go. Jubilee finds it. Probably doesn't think much of it at first because he does keep a different train ticket on him all the time. And then probably did a double take like, wait a second. That's not right.
No, it's not.
No, this is plot, isn't it? And just, well, he doesn't have anything else planned for Halloween. Let's go on an adventure then.
Wonderful, wonderful. What about our other two passengers?
You know those days where you're just like, this might as well happen? That's it. That's his entire reaction.
God.
May as well happen. Why not?
I mean, the first thing, Gray probably found it in his hand. Next thing is he probably tries to tear it out of whichever creature is trying to eat it. Probably not this. Once he realizes what it is, he probably just gets excited. He's never been on a train before.
Oh,
he wants to ride on
darling.
the train. He just thinks it's neat. He does look around for where it came from. Can't find anything, so off he goes.
Off he goes. And I'm assuming all of you are going to follow the directions neatly printed on the back of the ticket to where you are meant to be picked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so printed on the back of all of your tickets are directions to this abandoned train station out in the woods. Totally not suspicious at all.
Nah, not sus.
Not sus at all. And as you all arrive at the station, you see two other people also waiting. The other members of our party. So, how do you guys introduce yourselves to each other?
Hello.
I have to post something firstly because a bird is dressed up. Because, of course he is. It's Halloween. So yes, Jay and Gray, you see, for one, he's quite tall. He is, in fact, 6'5". This is a very tall toon.
Damn.
And he is dressed quite extravagantly. And has very fun, solid black eyes. And golden glasses. He's looking over, I'm assuming, is the train in the station or no?
Not yet. It hasn't arrived.
No. He honestly probably got here early and has been looking around the train station, poking at most everything. And does raise a hand in greeting to the other two. A bit interested as to why they're here, but he's mostly curious about where they are.
Mm-hmm.
What in the night
Alright.
are you wearing on your head, mate?
It's a hat as part of my costume, thank you. It is, as you likely know, it is Halloween. I'm allowed to have a fun hat for Halloween. You don't seem to be partaking of the festivities. You have no right to judge.
I was traipsing through the mountains for 3 weeks. I don't even know what day it was, so thanks.
I suppose I can't fault you for that one. All right, fair.
Wait, Halloween is a specific day?
Well, technically, you can celebrate the entire while, but yes, it is specifically one day.
Because Gray was sitting in Halloween Town for a little while before this, so.
Yeah.
Oh, great, darling.
It hasn't quite registered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one place where I suppose it's more than one day, but I personally have never been there, so...
It's nice.
You know,
I
I've
just
heard
think
so.
that meanwhile, Gray's just like entire horde is just kind of spreading her out around the station.
Mhm.
For reference, I marked down. So his partner is a Gabite at the moment. So that one's sticking close to him. But he's
Nibbles.
also got a Starly, a Shiny Gyarados, a Krogunk, and a Mimikyu.
Mhm.
So they're just kind of splayed out. The Gyarados itself is probably just curled up in a corner. But it's still Gyarados, so it's big, taking up a lot of
Yeah.
space.
Mhm.
The Mimikyu is it hasn't started scratching at any of you yet, but it looks a little feral.
Understandable.
Feral rag thing.
Baby.
Baby.
Delightful ghost type baby.
Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon, but I have no idea how to describe the damn thing.
Understandable.
Understandable, yeah.
La Criatura.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that about sums it up. But is that y'all's introduction to each other? Anyone
Pretty
wanna poke around the train station?
Yeah, Judy
Yeah.
is. I could roll investigation.
Oh,
That might be
you can roll.
smart.
We can roll.
Yeah. Why don't y'all roll me investigation real quick while you're waiting for the trains?
Because
That's a good
Judy's so good at this. Let's see, how are we doing today?
What's your investigation?
Well, that's
8.
better than you usually do. 12.
What is this mod?
It's a 12, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Oh!
you,
Hey!
child, for having eyeballs.
Child has brain cell.
So, okay, let's go, like, lowest to highest. Jay, you, like, take 2 steps, and the first damn thing you find is a hole in the ground.
Sounds right.
You take a step, you put your foot on a particularly flimsy floorboard, and it just cracks under your foot, and your foot goes right through the floor. And you are a little busy. You are a little busy extricating your foot from the floor, to stop trying to clip through the map, to see anything else.
Boot stuck. Boot stuck.
Boot stuck.
Stuck!
Nibble should have helped Jay out of the hole.
Yeah, sure.
I need to roll a thing.
Jay has a dart and just kind of gently, like, nom shoulder so it can pull you out.
Because he's an asshole. Alright, that's pretty decent. That's fine.
Which takes us to Jubilee.
Mhm.
Jubilee, you get, like, a good look around this train station, and the first thing you notice is no one has been here for a fucking long-ass time.
Mm-hmm.
It is empty as hell. There is nothing here. There is, there are empty kiosks where once there might have been, pamphlets advertising places you could go on the trains. There is nothing there. Well, there's not nothing there. There's a crap ton of cobwebs.
He's having a delightful time. He's doing great. He needed to find something to get very interested in because he's totally not laughing at the fact Jay fell through the floor. Nope. Mm-mm. He's having a great time.
Yeah, you are busily inspecting the very dusty furniture.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us to Gray, who got the 22. Nice job. Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay. So
He see
all. Gray, you look around, and this place is drawn in very much like the style of the backgrounds of old Scooby-Doo cartoons. In that it's got that very, like, washed out color palette, and there is a lot of lingering fog around here. You're kind of standing here on this open air platform waiting for the train, and it kind of hits you just how run down this station is. Like, this station looks like something out of a ghost town. You know, the boards of the floorboards, you know, there's a word for that. I forgot the word for that. The floorboards are flimsy and they creak underfoot, and, you know, they threaten to crack. One of them did. Shout out to Jay. But you also notice that the lanterns that are supposed to be lighting up this platform are cracked and broken and don't have anything in them that would be able to light up, which is why it's so dark where you're standing. You notice that the ticket booth, the window of the ticket booth has been boarded up, and it seems like no one has been here for a long time, which makes it questionable as to how and why you would have gotten a train ticket to come to this location.
You guys both got the same ticket I did, right? And, you know, he pulls his out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
roll.
Actually.
Yeah, that does look about right. I mean, this is for that Ember Express train.
Yeah, but, the station doesn't look like it's been in use for a while.
I
Does
mean,
anyone-
the train's supposed to be spooky.
It might be. I don't know, but, no.
Does anyone want to roll, like, history, or I guess you could argue religion to see if anyone here knows, like, the full legend of the Ember Express?
I would love to roll religion.
Let's
I got a
see.
natural 20. 24!
Oh boy.
24, not bad.
Let's see, Juby, would you? It's the same roll regardless. Let's just go for it because Juby, you're a storyteller. That's a 14.
I have proficiency in religion.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
Well done. Intelligence is not his best score.
He's valid.
Okay, so going lowest to highest again. Juby, you know the legend of the Ember Express to some degree, but I don't think you've ever gotten the impression that it's actually real. Like, this feels like some kind of stunt or some kind of prank, but it might be worth the fun.
Mhm.
But, you know, the Ember Express, it's an urban legend. You know,
Yeah.
It's a ghost train story. Everyone's heard a good couple ghost train stories ever since trains have been invented.
Mhm.
You know, it's old hat. The other two, you aren't maybe sure that it's real because you know that it's been Jay and Gray, you both know that accounts of the Ember Express are few and far between. Everyone, you know, tells the story of this spooky ghost train that rides at midnight on Halloween, but no one can seem to agree what it looks like, no one can seem to agree who it comes for, only that it carries the souls of the dead with unfinished business to the afterlife. I will let you do with that information as you will. And I'm going to ask everybody to roll perception.
Alrighty.
Well, in case it's escaped notice, I'm not dead. And unless I'm really off my game, I don't think either of you are yet. So,
No.
something's going on. My bet's on the plot.
Oh, it's quite
I'm not
often
dead.
a plot.
Uh,
I should certainly hope you're not.
Not yet.
Alright, so we got a 14, a 17, and a 20?
No, the
The
I
14
was
was religion.
I had to check
Yeah.
my math.
I should probably title
Ranger
these.
shit, I had to check. I don't never remember which is applicable when.
That's
Because it's
fair.
all just like general shit.
It'd be like that.
You are so valid.
I
It's
don't
a
think
17, a 20, and whatever Jazz has got.
no, that's survival. Okay. So it's just a 4, I think.
Damn!
Child perceives.
Second nat 20! Jeez! Alfred loves you!
Only in this server.
Don't jinx it. Knock on wood.
Nah, Alfred will just get vengeance and bash later. That's all fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 17, a 20, and a 24. That's enough that all of you hear the distant sound of a train whistle, and then feel the massive rush of air, and then suddenly a train is not pulling into the station. A train rockets into the station. Like, this thing is moving fast enough to, if this thing is moving fast enough that if you tried to put your hand out, you would lose that hand.
Oh boy.
Think this is for us?
Yeah, Juby has to catch his hat to keep it from blowing away. Oh boy.
Wide-eyed. He's a
Ooh.
funny train.
Oh, this is fun.
It goes on for a while, and it is this bright, well, not bright. Bright is the wrong word for it. I mean, there are certainly a lot of glowing parts that seem to burn with fire that is sourced in something that is not altogether natural. Not with the bright orange glow that it casts. But the train itself is not brightly colored. Instead, it seems to be made from this dark metal that at its most polished points gleams orange. The outside of the train is detailed with spider webs and with stripes. All the, classic accoutrements of, a Halloween-themed item.
Mm.
And wrapped around the train at various points are these massive vines covered in thorns, also made of this same metal. And it is whistling past you at a very fast clip until suddenly it comes to a screeching halt. One of the cars is now in front of you, with the door positioned perfectly in front of you three.
Let's go!
Yeah.
And as you look up, those broken lanterns that Gray noticed earlier, hanging off the edge of the roof, light up.
He does know that, but he's just excited. Baby gets train ride. He whistles, and various creatures start following him.
Oh boy.
Oh,
As Gray whistles, the train whistles back.
Oh!
God.
It doesn't sound so much like a normal whistle, though, as it does like a shriek.
Does not deter him. I think he's just gonna whistle at the train again. He's just excited.
It whistles back again.
So this is the Banshee and its carriage. Where's the Dullahan?
This is delightful. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Hey, actually,
Is anyone even slightly concerned about this?
Huh?
Well, I mean...
It is a little strange, but even if it might be dangerous, I can handle myself pretty well.
And he smiles.
Yeah, I'm pretty set as well. It's nothing that I'm pretty sure I've faced worse than just a train.
hey, Jubilee,
Mm-hmm.
you specifically, roll me history.
Oh, buddy boy.
She just
Okay.
looks at the two of you and then goes, fucking tunes.
15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
You, Jubilee, you look at the train. There is something familiar. Something you can't quite place. And it might not just be your familiarity with being a protagonist, with doing plot girl shit, if you will. There is something about being around a train and the sounds that this train is making that put you inherently at ease, and you can't place why.
Huh. Yeah. No, he's quite fine with this. He tilts his head a bit, and out of probably just habit, you can kind of see in the design there is a pocket watch. It is a very beautiful golden pocket watch that he has on his coat that he kind of fidgets with a moment before shrugging and like, where's your sense of adventure? And heads towards the train to hop on. Or at least present his ticket if there's someone there to stop him from doing so.
I left it in the mountains 3 weeks ago.
Well, you need to re-find it, because we have a ride, and I think it's going to be delightful.
So here's the thing, Jubilee, we're gonna go with you as you approach this train.
Mhm.
There doesn't appear to be a conductor here to greet you, or here to take your ticket. Instead, the door to the train just slides open, revealing a dark, empty carriage inside. And from that empty door, a thin blanket of light orange mist sifts out over the train station.
Ooh, I love the presentation. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. I'm not going to even roll to hide it or act like he would pretend to be hiding it. He is very clearly excited. His wings behind him have fluffed up a little bit and flutter, and there are giggly and sparkles as he hops onto this train.
And how about our other two passengers? What do you do?
Gray was still making woo noises at the train, but when the door opens, he immediately just like rushes in.
Has Gray been whistling back and forth with the
Yeah,
train this whole
the entire
time?
time. He's been going the entire time.
Maybe.
That is fucking adorable.
Like,
Take an
different pitches
inspiration
and lengths and
point.
everything.
Jazz, take an inspiration point because that is fucking adorable.
Yay!
Aww.
I mean, he already just talks to animals like that. Just make noises.
Train to train communication.
He's just a baby. You start making noises at him, he will make noises back.
Fantastic. Aww.
Jay in the background groans, strikes his hands down his face, and then steps onto the train because might as well get this over with.
Oh boy, wonderful, wonderful.
And
Okay,
someone
so
needs to babysit these two.
So all three of you climb up onto the train, and you enter through this door, and you are standing in a completely pitch black room for a moment as the doors close behind you. Everyone roll me a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
You guys are within 10 feet of Jay, I assume?
I think so.
Add 5 to your save.
Paladin, not JPEG.
24. I rolled kind of bad.
Wisdom save. I said add.
Ooh,
Add 5.
24.
Okay.
Can we get matching 24s?
Hey,
No.
27.
27.
I
Okay,
think we're okay with the darkness.
And Gray just has dark vision, so.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It is magical darkness. You can't see through this.
I figured. But, in general.
Okay, Noodle and RJ, I'm gonna need you two to flip a coin or rock, paper, scissors to see something.
Do you want odds or
Okay.
evens? Udon?
Evens.
Shit, I threw the dice off the table. That's you get it.
Okay.
Alright, let me just make a note of something.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going
I have the
from...
highest wisdom save here. What?
Rangers aren't proficient.
They're not?
Nope, they get strength and dex.
Oh my god.
And
It's
Juby
weird
also
mix
does
of
not have proficiency.
Rangers are just the weirdest mixture of martial and spellcaster sometimes.
Fair.
Okay. So who got what, then?
Both Juby and Jay got 24s, but Juby won the coin flip.
Okay. Alright, so that means we go...
Suppose we got a fucking sliding scale of names here.
Okay. Alright. Wonderful, it's the one that I didn't have completely finished.
Oh boy.
So then, you guys, you step onto this train, and for a minute you are in complete darkness. And then you feel the train begin to move underfoot. You hear that loud whistle that really is more like a banshee's scream. You feel the wheels begin to move underfoot, underfoot and under a layer of metal. But then it's no longer metal, because then the room you are standing in lights up. The lights come up, and you are standing in a garden.
Gray's in his element. He's a nature boy.
Ooh.
It is still very much, a garden contained within a train car. You can see the walls of the train around you.
Mm-hmm.
But you are in a beautiful autumnal garden, surrounded by brilliant flowers in shades of red and gold and orange, massive trees with leaves beginning to turn the colors of autumn, or, well, not even beginning to turn, but in full blazing color. And in the middle of the room is a large fountain.
Ooh.
Jay's gonna pull his shield off his back because he is no fool.
Gray's just gonna go up to look at the fountain.
Yeah. I think JB's gonna look at the flowers, just seeing specifically what sorts there are, if there's anything interesting.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like, what are you... We're about to say something. Are you looking for anything specific?
No, just like, are these... This is a fun magical train. He just wants to see, okay, are these flowers weird? Are they spooky flowers? Or are they normal flowers?
We're on a weird magical train, of course they're spooky.
Okay, so then, we're gonna go with Gray first. Gray, do me a favor and roll investigation, because you were gonna look at the fountain.
Okay. I was +2, I think. Oh, that was a 9.
Looks like a normal fountain. It's made of this really pretty coppery metal that has like a nice greenish, what is the term, patina on it. Like, it looks like the fountain itself is made out of copper that's beginning to oxidize. But it is just a pretty 3-tier fountain that is bubbling water.
I could ask to roll with
Huh?
Nibbles as well, but I should say that every single one of the creatures Gray has is a negative intelligence modifier because they're all led like beasts. So, not gonna do that. I can roll with Nibbles. I doubt it'll be very good.
Go ahead and try if you wanna.
It might just be easier to have them just help action Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Nibbles got a 15.
Nibbles got a 15. That is actually high enough. So Nibbles, Nibbles goes up and sniffs the water of this fountain, and something smells off.
So
Um,
Nibbles like sips of the water, chuffs a little, gets Gray's attention, and Gray is going to, I guess, look closer at the water now that Nibbles has mentioned something's off. Do I have to roll again, or if Nibbles points it out? Your call.
I'll say Nibbles points it out, but I'm gonna say that because I'm not having you roll again, I'm not gonna give you exactly what it is. Is that alright?
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, great. You look at it, and you notice the slightly sweet smell of this water. Like, it doesn't smell like normal fountain water. It smells slightly sweet and slightly floral, which is odd.
Something's weird with the water.
Oh.
You're just gonna come check it out.
It smells sweet.
Can you roll, like, survival, maybe, or something, to try and figure out what the sweet smell is?
Can, but first, Jubilee was interacting with the flowers, so we're gonna go to that real quick.
Sure.
Juby, roll me nature.
Oh boy, what is your nature? You never use this. You don't. It's intelligence again, buddy.
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Yep. Oh, this is great.
I'm just sitting here and grinning with the flowers book I have.
That's an 8. My boy does not have any good intelligence skills.
How about impulse control? Do you resist the urge to touch any of the flowers? Like, are you trying to touch any of these?
You know? No, he's excited. He would touch them to try and get, like, a better look. Yeah, he would touch. He would touch.
Julie, make a constitution save.
Don't touch.
Make another what?
Make a constitution save.
Oh boy!
Is he within 10 feet of Jay?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a big car.
At 5.
Okay, what's that? There we go.
I got up for like 5 seconds to give the dog medicine, and now we're making saves. What?
Juby touched the
Juby touched a
flowers.
flower.
That's
Oh,
a
no.
16.
Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna roll.
You take your eyes off this bird for 2 seconds and he is touching things.
Okay, yeah, okay. You touch this flower, and your finger catches on a thorn, and it stings, and you take 1 poison damage.
Ow. Yeah, he like shakes his hand out like, ow! Peck.
Gray will come over to Juby.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's thorns on the flowers.
Anyone ever teach you look, don't touch?
You know, perhaps someone could teach you mind your own bloody business.
If you get injured, like, that's gonna be bad for all of us. Like it or not, we're now a party.
I can take care of myself. I'm fine. Just
Both of
shaking
you
his
stop
hand
being
out.
rude.
Jubilee does snort at that.
Yeah, Jay just look away, biting his lip to try and avoid smiling.
I'm terribly sorry, but I make no promises. I will be on my absolute best behavior.
That's an oxymoron if ever I've heard one, but alright, whatever. You said there was something weird about the water.
Yeah.
Jay, are you still standing next to the fountain?
Yes?
Make me a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom save, okay. Denied.
Oh!
Okay. Nothing's wrong. You can't determine why anything would be wrong with this water. I mean, it smells funny, But that could just be, it's in a fancy-ass, magic train car. It might just be perfumed.
Can he tell that something tried to do something to him?
I'll phrase it this way. For a second, as you were looking at the fountain, there was a feeling, or not really a feeling, just you could have sworn out of the corner of your perception you heard something whispering.
He's gonna use divine sense. He does not trust.
Go ahead.
So divine
Remember-
sense. Let me just pull up the exact wording, because DMV sucks shit. Until the end of his next turn, so for like the next 6 seconds, he knows the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. He knows the type of any being that he senses, but not its exact identity. He can also sense the presence of any place or object that's been consecrated or desecrated.
Well, I will tell you one thing. You are surrounded by undead energy. But it doesn't really... You're surrounded by undead energy, and there is something about just everything in this train that you're looking at that just kind of has that vibe, but there's not really a specific presence within 60 feet of you.
Okay. He's gonna roll his shoulders such that his rapier is within easy reach. This dumbass keeps his rapier on his back rather than on his belt.
Weirdo.
So we just have a weird fountain that smells nice.
And something whispering.
Since Gray has moved over to Juby, can he try to examine the flowers?
Okay, what?
Since Gray is closer to Juby, can he try to examine the flowers now?
Go ahead.
What'd you say? Nature or survival? Or which
I
one?
think it was
Nature.
Nature? Okay. Yep.
How did you... You're a ranger! How did you...
It's
Oh boy.
It's intelligence. And he rolled a 2.
You know what?
He is
Do it at advantage, because,
Advantage?
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, you're a ranger. You should know this shit.
he is proficient in, like, his intelligence is mediocre, but that is, like I said, he is. So that's a second. You want a 7 or a 7?
Would you like a 7 or a 7?
Can Jay come poke these flowers? Not literally, but...
Okay. Gray, you look at the flowers, and they just look like colorful flowers. They just look like they're really pretty, bright golden flowers set into bright red leaves.
Do I still have that? Yeah, I know you already gave it a bit, like, pity advantage, so obviously I'm not going to ask to roll again, but I will say Gray has, taken out, the notes he took on Asclepius's garden, because Halloween train, Halloween plans.
Nice.
So he doesn't find anything, probably because he's trying to flip through the notebook, see if there's anything else.
Jay, do you want to come over?
Yes, Jay would like to come over.
Roll nature.
That's actually... Oh, wait, what's your... Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That is a 15.
Finally, okay, so you look at these flowers and you recognize them because you're looking at this bed of flowers, and you see the flowers that Gray was looking at, the gold ones within the red leaves that don't look like anything natural. But you also see a bunch of other flowers, and you recognize a running theme. Every flower in this garden is poisonous.
He's gonna reach over and tap Juby.
Yes.
with lay on hands, you can neutralize poison. Can he tell, like, with that tap that he's not been poisoned and therefore just heal?
Yeah.
Okay. You heal 1 hit point, Juby, because that's all you're missing.
One.
Haha! 1.
One.
And then he very casually pulls Gray back a couple steps and goes, yeah, these are all poisonous as fuck.
Huh? Oh, yeah, they are.
Well, I believe the point is to not eat them, so it's fine.
Well,
I mean, you can
you're
also,
lucky.
if you get pricked, sometimes, you can get under your skin, and it'll hurt that way.
Get in your bloodstream.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I said you're lucky. You haven't been poisoned by him.
I've had worse.
I'm gonna tell you, Chief, that's not exactly, reassuring.
Jay, roll me wisdom again.
Who?
Jay.
Oh.
Oh dear.
17?
You hear that whisper at the edge of your perception again, and it's a little louder this time.
Great. Can you make out what it's saying yet, or no?
No, not really. It doesn't even sound so much like words as it is the whisper of the wind, but there is something about it that just grabs your attention. The certainty is still high enough that you don't feel the save.
That concerns me. That concerns me a lot.
All right, smart fellow. Then do you know at least what sort the golden ones are?
Does
Or
he know
enough
at
that
least what
perhaps...
sort- Oh, sorry, Karen.
Go on. Go on.
No, you finish what you were going to say, because I was just going to ask that same question to the DM.
It's like, or at least just enough that, if I wanted to perhaps take some of these. Because these are interesting. And I have someone who might be quite intrigued by them.
I wouldn't recommend picking them up unless you have gloves, but...
Yeah,
Does
the
he know
safest
which
way to
one,
use
what the golden ones are?
and,
Juby
longer blade
does in fact
is,
have long gloves on. They're just fingerless gloves.
The golden flowers, from what you can tell, aren't any naturally occurring plant that you've ever encountered. Which should be fairly obvious, you realize, as they kind of glow. And sparks raise from the middle of them, almost like sparks shed from a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was Gray gonna say?
Oh, he was just gonna go off to Juby saying safest way is to use gloves and specifically like a specific herb plant he would like pull out like a dagger he uses because like I said, he's a ranger, he's a plant dude.
Very fair.
A little weird, probably for Juby and Jay because he doesn't look like a plant dude because he is dressed in like a full on like suit, like a fancy suit. So it's a little weird to hear him start going off on plants.
He's a little fancy lad.
Yeah. Juby accepts it and he can probably recognize that Gray's a ranger just because Juby's been around a lot of rangers. And would actually accept his help because he does want to collect just, a small bundle of those golden flowers. If possible.
Oh, it's definitely possible, and especially if you're wearing gloves enough to avoid the thorns, they won't hurt you.
Yeah. He probably does actually pull out real gloves instead of just his fancy ones for his costume. He's a bit miffed about that, but he'll put them on over just for now.
Gray can hand him the dagger he pulled out and just like because he doesn't have gloves on at the moment, but Gray will hand Juby the dagger and like direct where would be a good place to cut it to be able to save them later.
Yeah.
I know this is soon after the last one, but RJ, have Jay roll me one more wisdom save at disadvantage this time as the stems of those flowers are cut.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is this good or bad laughter?
Well,
Oh no.
uh-oh.
That doesn't make it. Jay, you are standing there, you're watching them cut these flowers with, just the slight, oh my god, why are you doing this? And then there is just this sudden feeling that falls over you that is just the intense feeling of being watched. And you feel something scratch against the back of your neck.
He's gonna spin around, pull his rapier out, and slash.
Roll me damage.
Straight damage? Okay.
Question mark?
What the fuck is your...
Oh boy.
Need a D8. 9.
9 damage, yeah. You feel something on the back of your neck. You jump, you spin, you slash your rapier through the air, and the other two, you see Jay cut a butterfly in half.
Hey. What was that doing to you?
Like, fucking stick his rapier in the ground to, like, rub the back of his neck, see if it, like, did anything? Left anything there?
You can tell.
Picks
Sorry,
the
would like
rapier back up. It's just, like, fucking looking around, like,
Do you have a
Just,
problem with butterflies? Harmless little insects, I understand. Being out in the wilderness can certainly get to you, can't it?
Gray's just tugging at Jubilee's hand so we can have his dagger back.
Oh yeah, he would have handed it back the second
Yeah,
he got the
'cause
flowers.
He wants to examine the butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gray's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
go look at the butterfly halves that are fluttering to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Do I roll anything for that, or
Roll me investigation.
here we go again?
While Jazz is rolling, I'm just noting for posterity the bundle of flowers that Juby
It's
got
slowly
is going
getting
in his hammer space.
roll with advantage. Gray. Jay's gonna help action you.
Like, nature and survival.
Girl!
You know
Nature and
what?
survival are his forte. Investigation specifically is not.
You know what? Roll nature then.
Nature? Alright. Because Avery is being a bully.
Mean.
15.
There you go.
Better.
It's just a pretty golden butterfly, or at least it was. The most interesting thing about it, you guess, is that there's a pattern on its wings of just orange eye spots. Actually, no, you look a little closer. Do you happen to maybe nudge the halves of the butterfly together?
Yeah, but like really gently and like the very tip of his knife. Like he's not touching that with his finger.
Mm-hmm. You nudge the two halves of this butterfly together, and you see across its wings, a sort of there's the two eye spots on the upper half of the wings, but spread across both of the wings is a pattern that looks like a pair of scales.
Oh, that's ominous.
Scales like dragon scales, or scales like scales of justice?
Scales like the scales of justice.
Hey, bud.
Well, if you're done
if
with
you
your
know it's
insect murder, huh?
Say that again.
Oh, Gray was asking up to the Jay, like, how did you know it was there? Because you just kind of turned on a dime.
I felt something watching me. I felt something scratching the back of my neck.
Ooh, the big
Butterflies
bad
are
butterfly.
Shut your whore mouth.
Language!
Yeah, language.
And you
Unlike
stop
you
being
haven't been saying much words.
I mean, well, the legend of this was that it carries the souls of the dead, right? And butterflies are symbols of the dead too, so it's not entirely out of place.
This place doesn't reek of undead energy.
Doesn't feel that bad, honestly. Feels fine.
It's a little weird.
I don't know why you're so jumpy. It's fine here, honestly. And I think Juby probably kneeled
It's
down
not
to be able
fine.
to
Go
cut the
take a
stuff.
drink from the fountain.
All right, fine.
Maybe don't do that one.
Oh,
Jay, roll wisdom again?
Oh god.
At disadvantage again?
You want a 4 or a 4? 14.
14, that is also not enough. You get that intense feeling of just being watched again.
Just gonna fucking ignore it. Just to invite more fucking ridicule from Juby. Asshole that he is.
And, okay, well, something flutters past your ear, Jay. Let me roll something.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait. Take 4 psychic damage.
Oh boy.
Fuck, really?
oof.
Ow.
Anyway, what was that D2 for, Noodle?
To see if Juby is a prick and was challenged. He does not drink the water. He does go over to the fountain. But I would say he does reach in and try to splash Jay with it instead.
He is determinedly stepping out of splash range, because he knows, Juby's an asshole, he would not put it past him.
He's determining this and notes and
Does anything happen when he tries to reach for the water, though?
yeah.
No. It's nice and cool. Very refreshing feeling, but no, nothing seems wrong.
Alright,
Yeah,
we're done fucking
doesn't-
around, let's find a door.
Alright, fine.
Can we move between the cars?
I don't see why we can't try.
I mean, so the story says this train goes to the land of the dead, and I don't think any of us want to end up there just yet, so...
Yeah, but...
So you better find the conductor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, don't worry about that. That's fine. Don't worry about that.
Is that deception?
Yep.
Get red, motherfucker. Again.
Yeah, meets it, beats it. Jay, when you say that, Jubilee sure does pull a face. But very quickly scurries to look for a door. But there was definitely a very pointed reaction when you said none of us want to be in the land of the dead.
He's gonna note that down for later.
Surprise tool that'll help us later.
Help us, hurt us, who knows?
It's a mystery.
It is an history.
So you travel through this train, not through this train, but through this car. It's big. That's for certain. Like, it's not wide, but it is long. And as you travel through, like, as you, like, wandered through this garden path, you see more of those golden butterflies. What's funny is they don't really act like butterflies. They act almost more like birds. Because they sit in lines on tree branches, those eye spots staring at you.
Oh. Huh.
Does GB speak Draconic?
No, he does not.
Alright, then Gray's the only one who can tell that fucking Jay is muttering under his breath. Fucking butterflies. Swear to Polaroid.
Gray would once again say language, but this time back in Draconic.
Man, the butterflies are acting like birds. I don't know if Juby pays attention to
Insects
them.
count as beasts? I don't know if they do. I don't think they do.
Insects are beasts according to 5e rules, yes.
Okay, so hold on. Fucking.
Brought to you by spiders.
Hey. Which one is it? He has both, doesn't he? Oh, that one's a 3 times a day thing. Okay.
Yeah, Frank can only 3 times a day speak with animals, I think.
Yeah. And then he's also got, animal friendship and beast spawn both, because Pokemon trainer.
Are you trying to talk to the butterflies?
Yeah, he's gonna cast speak with animals and attempt to just talk with them. He's like, say hello. How are they?
Somewhere in the distance, a dog is barking, because my dogs are barking. Oh my god. Little shit. But okay, you try and talk to these butterflies. They don't understand you. Whatever these aren't animals. You don't even think they're alive.
He'll think for a moment and just start trying different languages he knows. Which I can go through his list. Draconic, Abyssal, Gnomish, and Elvish.
When you speak Abyssal, you get a couple of the butterflies that come over and, like, land on you. And, they're kind of tickly the way butterflies are when they land on people, but then they just kind of fly away.
Interesting. Well, are you having fun with the butterflies back there?
I'm trying to talk to them.
Is it working?
Some of them responded to Abyssal.
Because that's always a good sign.
Yeah, they didn't respond with speak with animals. So probably not normal butterflies, but I think we could have figured that.
Yeah, they are on the spooky train. Is there a door that they can see anywhere? Just having been walking.
Yeah. As you're walking down the path, you do see a sort of archway covered in these bright white roses. And through it you can see a sort of door that looks like it might lead further down the train. Does anyone want to roll me perception?
Sure.
Oh boy.
Rip.
Avery really has
The
just been
highest
getting
is a 15. Yikes.
I guess
Could be
I feel like
worse. It's over a 10.
But
Alright. So, yeah, no, none of you noticed what I was thinking of. Okay. Continue.
that's not ominous.
Door. They've
I
spotted
noticed.
door. They're focused on the door.
Gray's trying to make sure Scarlet doesn't get stuck because this car isn't very wide.
Oh, like they're just roses. It's just roses. Honestly, they're the least threatening thing in here. Almost, if you decide to choose that there's, poisonous flowers. Spooky. Juby's walking ahead. He doesn't.
Mhm.
He has no reason to be afraid of anything here or worried about anything.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's probably gonna head through the archway and towards the door, see if it's locked, if he can reach it.
Yeah, no, you walk through the door, you walk under the roses, and you get that smell that you got from the water again, and you realize that what you were smelling was rose water.
Huh. I think Juby just kind of laughs to himself, realizing what it was. Like, ooh, spooky water.
And from this archway, you do notice, like, the head of a little snake pokes down, and it flicks its tongue at you.
Huh. I think... Yeah, because Juby has beast speech. I think he's just going to do that as he looks up at the snake and just goes, "Oh, hello there."
The snake flicks its tongue again and says, "Hello. You're not the target."
Huh? Pardon, target? What?
Not for this one.
He stops dead in his tracks right there. Like, do you mind clarifying that? What do
I
you
mind.
pecking? No, hold on. What do you pecking mean? Target for this? Excuse me. This is
moment to say I told you so.
Hey Jay, roll wisdom save at disadvantage.
Christ.
Excuse me. This is supposed to just be a fun train.
One of those was 17, I got excited. The other one's a 6, so 16.
Jay, you feel something land on the back of your neck. You feel one of those butterflies land on the back of your neck again. This time it's different. The feeling of being watched washes over you like a tidal wave, and suddenly you are frozen. As there is the intense feeling of being seen and perceived and judged. As though somebody was looking at you and looking right into your soul and knowing every secret you've ever had. And from the perspective of the other two, it looks like as you guys were approaching the door, Jay just stood and froze.
Snarky one. Hello. And Juby kind of like snaps his fingers in front of Jay's face. Like, you good?
Question, what are you
It's starting.
Hey, that's not funny, you. You knock it
RJ.
off.
RJ.
Yep.
What are Jay's pronouns?
Jay is a he and a them. He
Okay,
them,
so,
me, whatever you want to use.
So Gray would call him Mr. J. Got it.
Cool.
Yes, okay. But Gray, when Jay freezes, Gray would just go,
Mister, are you alright?
Let me... Oh, that's not good. That was an athletic check to see how hard he bites down on his lip. He bites hard enough that he draws blood, so yeah. You got that going
That's
for you.
a no.
That's a no.
Did you know that butterflies drink blood?
Yep.
A butterfly lands on your face, Jay, specifically right over your mouth.
Oh, we're going like
Crazy.
Silence of the Lambs style shit. Okay.
Gray is
Oh,
going
boy.
to immediately try to shoo the butterfly away.
Yeah. Like, hey, what the heck? Juby is glaring at the snake now, like, alright, this isn't funny.
Hmm. Yes, I suppose it's time to get it over with. Still, it's fun to watch them freeze.
Okay, we need to get moving. Come on. Gosh, none of them have introduced themselves. Oh gosh. I think Juby's gonna
I'm
look
sorry
at
if you
Gray.
guys can hear the dogs barking in the background.
It's all good.
All good.
They are howling at something, I swear to God.
I mean,
It's
we are getting
good.
close to what would be a decent break time, so if you do need to check on them.
Pardon?
I was just saying we're getting close to what would be like a decent break time if we started late, so if you need to like check on them or something.
No, they're good. They're not my responsibility. They're my parents' responsibility.
Fair enough.
Fair. But yeah, I think Juby's gonna look to Gray and be like, okay, let's get the snarky one out of here. Come on, will you help me?
Gray, who is actually trying to make sure the butterflies don't drink his blood and was literally about to heal him.
Yeah, it's like Juby's gonna try and grab one of Jay's hands and like start tugging him towards the door, like, come on, dude.
Mm-hmm. Jay, how are you doing?
Well, he's got a little bit pale. The touch on its hand just jolt him back to reality a little bit. And he reaches up and slaps a hand down on the butterfly on the back of his neck, like how he'd swat a mosquito. And like, door in front, let's go. Just
Yeah.
walking toward the door now.
Gray whistles again, and you can just see Gyarados just kind of slither after everyone.
Juby makes sure Gray is not looking and flips the snake off, like, rude. It's like, I don't like you anymore. You were fun, now you're not.
The little snake actually, like, flicks its tongue at you again, and then as Jay gets closer to the archway, the snake kind of uncoils from where it's been hiding among the roses and comes down, and it's hanging down almost like reverse periscoping, and it's looking Jay in the eye now.
Hello.
Because Gray still has to speak with animals up.
Hmm?
Two people
Sorry, what'd you say?
in this party. It's not Jay.
I think Gray said, hello.
Yeah,
To the
Gray says
snake.
hi to the snake.
Greetings. And the snake kind of is still looking at Jay and sort of stretch. Boop. Jay, you have been booped on the nose by a snake.
Instinct, he like fucking slaps it.
Hey.
It bites your finger. You can heal that D4 of poison of psychic damage from earlier.
Really? Okay.
Sorry.
It's alright, I'm used to judgment. This one isn't.
There's a side eye at Jay. Like,
Could you tell us about the train we just boarded a little bit? Since you're here, you seem to be native here.
I am a construct of the Lady Ember, yes.
the who?
So is the Lady Ember the conductor then? Not
You can't hear this, Jay. You don't speak to animals.
Damn it. The fuck is it saying?
Talking about some Lady Ember. Apparently, this was made by her, I'm assuming.
It's in the train?
Are you talking about the train? Asking the snakes.
Oh, at least one of you has the sense God gave to a rabbit.
Which, wait, fuck. Restraining my snark because he can't fucking understand the snake.
There are definitely ruffled feathers as Juvie just like those pitch black eyes narrow at the snake. It's like,
I mean,
I'm not repeating that.
in my defense, I don't know what trains are usually like. This is my first one.
A first-time passenger. You've certainly chosen a good ride.
They don't usually have snarky pecknecks on them. No.
I wouldn't know. This is my first night.
What is it saying now?
So we're both new.
Yeah.
I've neutralized the poison. You best be on your way before they find their target again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Okay, we need to get out of the train cart. Let's go. Come on.
Wait, hang on, wait, what did it say?
Do you have a name?
Butterfly's bad.
I fucking called it!
The snake just, smiles at... Well, it doesn't smile. It just flicks its tongue at Gray and says, haven't needed one. Won't need one. Take care. And then it just slithers up into the roses and vanishes. Well, not exactly vanishes, no. It's almost as though it turns into wood.
Bye-bye.
It turns into one of the rose branches.
I hope you have a good night too.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Alright, let's keep going. We probably want to find the conductor. This is odd.
Speaking of which, what are, I didn't catch your guys' name earlier. You were a little busy.
Next car. Firstly, Jubilee Yukon. Pleasure.
Alright, Gray will attempt to offer a handshake to the both of them.
Jay will shake his hand and just go, I'm Jay. Jay Inkheart.
I'm still calling you the snarky one. Alright.
Bold
Alright,
words considering your comments today.
Are you alright, Mr. Inkheart?
I'm fine.
Hey, Jay?
Yes?
You hear a whisper in the back of your mind.
For fuck's sakes.
Higher.
It's my turn to roll deception now.
Gray does go like he mentions he's Gray. No last name. Just Gray. While Jay and Jubilee are having another deception war.
No, he can't read
Squinting
them.
back and forth. I love that they have modifiers for deception and insight. That's great.
Yeah, it's just 4D chess, squint. Jimmy's like, he can't tell, but he's like, I want to call bullshit. Let's just get out of this car before any of those butterflies come back. Come on, kid.
Okay.
You actually... Does anyone look over their shoulder as you guys are leaving the car?
Yes.
Gray
Yeah.
is because, animal horde. He has to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so lined up on the branches of the trees, almost replacing the leaves, are hundreds of those golden butterflies.
Ooh. I'm beginning.
Just kind of vibing. Just kind of watching.
What the heck did you do to make them not like you here?
I didn't do a damn thing, and I resent the implication.
It said you were the target. That's what the bloody snake said.
Hang on, fucking target?
Yeah,
A few things.
it said target.
Yeah, but
Ugh. You know, maybe the next car is normal. Well, as normal as a haunted train can probably get.
You've probably just jinxed this, mate.
You know, honestly, with my luck, I'm not surprised at all. It's fine. Let's go. He pulls open the door.
Ay, ay, ay.
Just like the door to get on the train, beyond this door is pitch black. Do you proceed?
Yeah,
I'm not fucking staying in the butterfly room, dude.
no. Butterfly room bad, and there is only one way, and it is forward.
B
Grey
for
will
butterfly,
wave.
B for bastard.
Gray will wave goodbye to the butterflies.
Aw.
Gray, you hear just soft, cheerful laughter in the back of your mind.
Aw.
Just the amused laughter of people who have just pulled off a very good prank.
Mm.
And you guys proceed?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
do have
right.
to wait because my dog, if this is like a between point, because my dog is freaking out right now.
One moment
All right.
while we wait for
I'm so sorry.
the pupper to be calmed.
Sorry.
Yep.
You're
All
good.
good.
Yeah, this is gonna wind up going a while.
All good.
I got time.
Same.
This is gonna wind up going a while because we still have 2 more cars and the engine.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo, motherfucker.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Choo-choo, motherfucker! So how is everyone liking the train?
It's a fun train. We love the train. Juby's a little sus of the train, but the train doesn't feel bad. He's like, it was rude.
Only a
He's
little
cool.
sus.
Yeah, genuinely only a little. He's like, it's a haunted train. It's probably ghosts playing pranks. This seems par for the course. He should probably be more sus, but also, protagonist.
Listen, retrospect warlocks are actually comforted in the presence of massive amounts of machinery, especially trains. So
He's like, this is fine. He's having a
the
lovely
magic
time.
resonates well.
Surely nothing will happen to make him have a bad time. Not at all.
Certainly not in exactly the next car.
No. It's like, no, the next one is definitely the snack car.
The next one is definitely the snack car. Everything's fine. I actually have something that I need to do as an interlude scene when Jazz gets back. Because there is an
Ooh.
interlude scene.
Fun. Yeah, hee-hoo. Snack car time. Yeah, no, it's totally... Look, it's a haunted train car. There's ghosts and stuff. It's gonna be, like, you know, in the Haunted Mansion with the feast with the ghosts. Yeah, no, they're totally gonna walk into exactly that. Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Sense of danger. Who?
No one should be hearing boss music. Everything's fine.
Nah. Juby hears no boss music, he just hears train.
It is good train sounds.
Why would he ever be concerned? It's not like plot always happens to him on a train. Not like that's become a gag, it's happened like 4 or 5 times.
The plot will always occur on a train.
He's like, surely not. This time it'll just be fun hijinks. There won't be anything with the plot here.
I mean, there isn't any plot.
Nope.
That doesn't mean it's gonna be just hijinks.
Don't tell that to the stupid bird.
Hi, I'm back. Dad got home and I didn't realize the dog was whining about that.
Valid.
I will get you guys a picture of Puppy.
Oh,
Maybe
perfect
later.
timing. We've got a bit of an interlude scene, actually, before you guys can move on to the next car. As we slide out the window of the train for a moment and zoom up the cars to the front engine. As the train lets out another loud whistle and begins picking up steam. And we zoom into the engine, like basically the control room. I don't know what the actual term is. I don't go here. I don't do trains.
Cab.
That thing. I don't know trains. I'm not a train bitch. I say, even though I've set an entire game on a train. And we settle it, like we zoom in, and there is someone at sort of the steering area, the controls, if you will. He is a man made of green fire, through which can be seen at certain points, small bits of a burnt black skeleton, and he is swearing up a storm. And
Fine.
damn it, what on earth is going on? We shouldn't be going this fast at all. Oh, what was in that last passenger pickup? Victor! And we zoom past this man's shoulder to a small child who is sitting on a box up in the control area. A little boy in a dark gray and black striped sweater with a bright red heart-shaped patch sewn into it, who looks up and jumps to his feet and salutes and says, yes, conductor? What can I do? I need you to go back on the train, and I need you to find whatever is making us go this fast. Did we pick up a lich? Right, sir. Oh, I'm right on it. I'll be back soon. Bye. And this little boy, who we know is called Victor, picks up a white candle, and with the flick of a match, it is lit with a bright green flame, and he takes off down the train, and we return to our players, to our party.
I don't go here. So I was thinking of the Thomas the Tank Engine, Victor. So the non-Cuban accent kind of threw me off.
Different Victor. RJ knows my Victor.
So, baby, Your Honor.
So we're totally in the snack car now.
Well, that's what it looks like at first. The
my
lights come up and you seem to be in some kind of dining car. From what you can tell, there are certainly tables with plates and cups and candy on those plates and cups. But the lights come up and they keep going up and up and up. The lights get brighter and brighter and brighter, and you are not in this car for 2 minutes before suddenly every light bulb shatters.
Oh.
And you get the distinctive smell of smoke.
Well,
Okay.
heck.
Oh, so you cool me out, but they don't cool him out for his pack.
Well, I
Look,
was
I
really
have been
trying to-
swearing
I-
consistently. If the kid calls me out every time, it's going to be a long time.
I
Ugh.
was literally about to call him out. I have a bit of a latency. I have a bit of a latency delay between you guys.
That's fair. I think because this is Juby, can I roll perception to see if he can tell, like, specifically the kind of smoke?
Sure. I will note, you can immediately see what's caught fire.
Oh, yes, what is on fire?
The light bulb's shattered and the curtains on the windows have caught fire, and the fire is starting to spread to the walls.
Oh. Well, we need to move.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Jay is gonna pick up Gray, and then, because he is warned, gonna cast Expeditious Retreat and start booking it to the other end of the train. Other end of the train car.
So, Jubilee, you said you wanted to see what kind of smoke this was.
Yeah. Oh, he can see for sure what kind of smoke that is.
Hey, roll
Which-
Arcana.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's right. It's intelligence the whole way. Oh, you don't know shit. That's an 8. He doesn't know shit.
Juby being kneecapped by the fact that it's mostly intelligence roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. You don't know what kind of magic is in this smoke. You just know that is the
Fire.
smoke that comes from fire.
Yeah, on one hand, he's relieved because, well, he was worried that he would smell something else in that fire, but no, he's okay. But it is still fire, and it is still not good. So yeah, he's booking it after them. He doesn't have Expeditious Retreat, but he does have, action and bonus action dash because he is a rogue.
Then he can keep up
So,
just
yeah.
fine. Expeditious Retreat just means you can bonus action dash.
Yeah.
All three of you make a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
At 5, motherfuckers.
Mhm.
That's not too bad.
Ooh.
19. Do you want a 19 or a 19? Oog.
13. Oh.
All three of you make it, but Gray, you breathe in a bit of this smoke, and it does get you coughing, but you're fine. You don't take any damage. But as you're approaching the end of this train, the smoke kind of swirls together in front of the door at the opposite end of this train car.
Oh.
And
No.
it forms a very tall, dark figure.
Oh boy.
And it is a tall, hooded figure in a dark cloak. And all that you can see from within that hood, from under that hood, within that smoke, are two bright orange eyes, like the embers of a flame right before they go out. And Jubilee specifically, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, that's right. He has save. Right. Yep. You're good, buddy. You're fine. We get to add +5 to that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 16. He is good. I need to
We
roll
hope.
something else. I need to
No.
roll something else. Nope. Oh?
No,
No?
not. Take 1d4 psychic damage.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Other hand.
How? Huh?
You got the roll and the exclamation mark, the wrong word.
Yeah. Oh boy. One.
You take
One.
one psychic. You take one psychic damage as you look into those eyes, and you are forced to blink first.
Yeah. He's fine with that deception. The other two can roll insight if they'd like.
Gotta be honest, Gray is clueless right now. He's making, but also, aminals. He's more
Yep.
focused on that right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Most of them aren't very fast. I think
That's fair.
specifically which one? The Krogunk, he has, grabbed, as well as the Mimikyu.
Yeah. So Jay, for all you guys have been sprinting, Juby stops and is staring at this figure, and his wings have dipped down behind him, and he is scared. And he is trying very hard to not be scared, but he did fold here. And he's trying to shake himself out of it as quick as he can. But the thing at the end of the hall, he's intimidated.
Okay. Jay shifts Gray to one hand, darts back to grab Juby's wrist. Same way Juby did for him. To tug him along. Heal that one psychic damage, by the way.
Yeah.
Gotta love lay on hands.
Yeah.
Will this work?
Yeah.
Best
And
way
I think
to
there is.
Find out. Can I get a wisdom save from Mr. Smokeman, please?
Sure. 11.
Fails. Okay. Jay looks Mr. Smokeman in the eye and just barks out a leave and casts command.
Okay.
Oh.
It, See, the thing is, this isn't a person.
Ooh.
It doesn't need to be a person. If it's a creature of any kind, it will.
Yeah, no, I get you. It looks at you. The thing is not even a creature. That's the problem. It looks at you and tilts its head, and for a moment it dissipates back into the smoke, and then it reforms closer to you.
Well, now look what you've done.
Take the child.
What? Huh? No,
Just shoves Gray at Juby.
I'm fine.
He'll obtain child and then set child down.
Gray's going to make sure all of his Pokemon are fine. Because some of them are small.
Very fair. Oh boy. We should just keep going and get past this thing. I can get past this thing probably. Yeah. No, it's we need to just keep going. Let's not bother trying to fight the fire thing because the fire's going on, it's getting more. We need to go. This is
Everyone roll con again.
Yeah.
Yep.
People are talking in the hallway, and I can hear them. I apologize. I'm gonna need to use someone else's recording. Okay. 20. Okay. Gray is fine.
There we go.
Low
Gray is
68.
fine. Yep,
Jay
everyone's
Inkheart.
fine again.
Whew.
But I get to roll something now because I'm not gonna do this as classical combat because we are like running a little long,
Mhm.
and we do still have another car to get to. But
Mhm.
Oh, I've been rolling inside
as
this
you-
entire time. Sorry, keep going.
as you are trying to get away, Jubilee,
Mhm.
do you turn your back on this thing?
I think he does. I think he's focused on getting to the door and trying not to look at it, at this smoke thing. Mm.
Okay.
Is that
Right,
damage?
okay. Yeah, you're gonna be taking 8 necrotic damage.
I would like to
Yeah.
use my reaction to Aura of the Guardian that.
Huh? What's that do?
At 7th level, when a creature within 10 feet of me takes damage, I can use my reaction to magic and takes that damage instead of the creature. So basically, Jay takes 8 necrotic instead of Jubilee.
Okay.
I
So-
had something that Juby has a reaction to. Cause hoo boy.
Mm-hmm.
But it only works if he was damaged.
If you want to do that instead, that's...
Yeah, go ahead. He can take damage. He's fine. Yeah, I need the smoke monster to do just a quick dex save.
Is he gonna Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait.
I mean,
To give a bit of description as to how this looks, as you guys are like turning to try and get past it, it just reaches out and sets a hand on your shoulder. A hand that feels surprisingly solid and very, very cold.
yeah.
And that is a 16 dex save.
Shit. Beats it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that'll take half damage. So let's roll that damage first.
Man, it might not even take damage because it's... Wow, rip.
Yeah, oof. That's fair.
Mhm.
But yeah, so hey, Jay and Gray, y'all see as this thing grabs him, Jubilee shouts out in something that... Do either of them speak Infernal?
No.
Good, cool. It sounds like he says something really nasty. It's probably a curse, but that pocket watch of his glows a bright gold, and suddenly there are golden sands, like those of an hourglass, that form a mirror image of this smoke creature that reaches out in almost rewinding time in a perfect replay of it as it strikes back and hits the creature for half damage. As Juby keeps trying to move and like shake this thing off.
You're able to break away pretty easy. It is just made of smoke after all.
He is running very quickly.
Yeah.
You can still feel its eyes on your back.
Yeah. His feathers are ruffled. He does not like it. That was cold. He does not like that kind of cold. Oh, he does not like that kind of cold.
Wait, I forgot he had these. I really looked in Jay's notes at the start of this session.
Oh boy.
He's got boots of chicken.
God.
Oh my god.
I just took a drink, dude!
Okay, that's not my fault.
Ray's definitely further behind than everyone else because I do have stat blocks that I'm using for the various members of his team because they do have various summoning methods. Like the Gabite is the Drake companion, the Starly is from the Wand of Pigeon summoning, etc. The Gyarados uses a crocodile stat block, which is not very fast on land. So Gray is much further behind than everyone else is.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys roll con again for me then.
Mhm.
If you want just Gray to roll con, I will do that.
Nah, Jay wouldn't leave without Graham.
Yeah.
I forgot what.
Yeah, because basically, with how you guys have shifted, positions, the smoke creature now stands between you and Gray.
Mm.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely kicking Smokey in the dick.
Okay.
Again, Jay, you get to.
You all make it. Okay.
Smokey's
Oh
fuck
boy.
me. That was terrible rolls. Jesus H Christ. Okay. Well, the first one is a 15, and the second one is a 9. Do either of those hit?
What is this thing's armor class? No! Holy shit, its armor class is 20. Okay.
Ooh.
Fuck me!
Incorporeal.
You try to kick the smoke monster and it goes right through.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know, if we could think of a fighting character that uses kicks, that's the kind of thing that's going on here. Tries to sweep the leg and then tries to, like, drive his heel through it and just through the smoke.
It just whooshes through the smoke. And Jay, a cold feeling settles over you. And that is another.
Oh man, it
God.
just does damage?
Apparently, according to what I'm reading, it doesn't say anything about having to roll anything.
Does it have a save? Or is it like an aura thing?
It doesn't have a roll or anything. I'm reflavoring an Avatar of Death.
I think.
It just says Reaping Scythe. The Avatar sweeps its spectral scythe through a creature within 5 feet of it, dealing 7.
The reason that doesn't roll to hit is because it's from the deck of many things. Like it summons a Reaper to kill you. That's it. Which is why there's no roll.
Oh boy.
So like obviously you can keep rolling with it if that's what you want to do. But like there's a reason why that stat block specifically doesn't roll to hit.
Good to know. Thank you.
Explains why its AC is so high.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Avatar of Death is the one that's summoned from the deck.
I think it is.
That sounds right.
Is this the fucking
Yeah, you're not meant to kill it. It's just going to chase you until it kills you.
Or in this case, until you get out of the car.
Yep.
The skull? Is it the skull or is it the void? Fuck.
Not tarot.
Something.
Yeah, then not tarot.
Either way.
Okay, Jay, you take 12 damage.
12 damage, okay.
Move
out of the bones.
As it strikes back against you, and you feel that cold hand wrap around your upper arm for a moment. You break free easily because it's made of smoke, but it fucking hurts.
Does this thing count as undead? For the sake of it,
yes.
You actually hit it. Cool.
It does, in fact, count as a medium undead.
Cool.
Heck.
I think he's just gonna keep trying to hit it. He's pulling out his sword to do so.
Try to get past in the meantime?
You can.
Like, is there enough space to maneuver?
Yeah, basically Jay is just trying to keep this thing occupied so the others can get to the door, because then he can bolt after them.
Everything in this car is covered in smoke, which this creature seems to be able to travel through. But as far as you can tell, like, it seems occupied.
Yeah, so he is going to attempt to help Scarlet past.
Alright.
That's his slowest team member at the moment. Faster swimming! but we're not swimming at the moment.
No, we are not. This is not swim time.
Nope.
This is smoke time. This is somebody committed arson on the dining car. Oh no.
Who did it?
Oh, no,
All right.
The other one's a fucking 7, because I can't roll, but the other one hits. It's 21. No, not plus
Alright.
21, plus 5.
21.
Fountain Falchion is D8 plus level. So that's plus 7. I should have rolled higher last time. Because it's not just a rapier. Rapier is just what it is on your sheet. So that's 12 points of slashing, and then because this is an undead, I have to fucking calculate how many d8s this smite is.
Oh boy.
Divine Smite, baby! Fuck, so expanding a second level slot, that's 4d8. So 7 plus 6 is 13? I think? 13 extra radiant damage, so 13 plus 12 damage total.
13 plus 12 damage total. Okay. I can't math, so...
That's 25. So
25 damage, yeah.
Yeah, 25 damage in a single hit, which is fucking impressive. I forget
Yeah,
how
I think-
mad paladins can be.
Doing that much damage in a single hit is enough to dissipate it long enough for Gray to get past.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, boy, get the door open.
He's frazzled. He wants everybody else out too, especially noting that Gray is slower with his menagerie.
Mm-hmm.
He's closer to the door, but I'll say he's probably within. Oh, how far can this take you, my boy? Yeah, he's like 30 feet away from the door and kind of sticking there waiting for the others to get past. Oh boy. And very much looking around nervously for when/if that thing reappears.
There is the crackle of fire all around you, and I'm gonna say, just for funsies, Gray gets through the door fine, because I'm assuming both of you are rushing the child through the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jay, I'm assuming, wouldn't leave before Juby, yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna rush Gray through the door and then basically shove Juby through it and head through himself.
Mhm.
You try to do that. You are in a tug-of-war. Because
Oh no.
that hand grabs your wrist again, Juby, and you are looking once again at this avatar of death that is draining the life from you.
Can Gray attempt
Oh.
to shoot it?
No.
He uses a longbow.
It's dealing damage.
D8 plus 3.
Rude.
I need it to make another wisdom save, please.
And with save, you said?
Yes.
D20 plus, wait, no. Roll D20 plus 3. Juby, you took 15 damage. I got an 11.
The avatar is successfully rebuked, and it takes 15 radiant damage.
Cool. It doesn't like that, but that's not quite to the point where it's gonna dissipate just yet, but its hold on you does weaken, Juby.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can Gray attempt to shoot it?
Yeah. You can
He was
go
shoved
ahead.
through, and he looks back and he sees Juby suck, and he's sick of getting shoved along a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah. Up to the DM.
But yeah.
So otherwise I
You
have
can
another
try
thing
and
that
shoot
you
it.
can do.
Alright. I was just asking since this was not quite combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the kind of combat I know how to do, where it's just dick around and do what makes sense.
Alright,
Mhm.
I do have to check the thing. Okay. What's this hit mod? Multi-line.
Ooh,
the
those
first
hit,
hit
I
roll.
think.
Those both hit!
Alright.
Mhm.
And the Drake companion sets.
Oh boy.
Let's go. Okay,
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
hold on. Have to multi-line again. Oh, I did not spell it right. Multi-line. D8. A lot of different damage types.
Any crackers of how long this is taking to type
Mhm.
and look at how much damage you're gonna do, Jess.
There's many.
No, I'm just
Oh
labeling.
boy.
I was making sure to label them so you know what they are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 7,
Oh,
8, 9, 10, 20. Yeah, okay, that's enough. You
So the first
Fire-
arrow is flaming, the second one is not. And then if
Alright.
that doesn't work, Nibbles also gets his turn as my bonus action. But if that's enough, then
you fire 2 shots, and you hit this. Like you managed to shoot right past Jubilee. Jubilee, you feel those arrows brush right past your neck.
Mhm.
And they stab this thing right in the chest, and you feel it not die, but vanish.
Mhm. He
Uh,
yanks his wrist back, like, and very quickly heads through the door,
Yeah,
muttering
Jay's
to
holding him through
himself.
the door.
Just, I'm not pecking going back.
I
Fuck
should
off.
get.
Thank you.
Ugh. Hecking cold. Ugh.
Okay, how about it get you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, not cool bullshit. How about it get you?
If we were to quantify how bad he's doing,
I'll put
he's
it
not.
this way.
Yeah,
Roll perception?
yeah.
Who?
Both of you, if you'd like.
Oh,
no boy.
15.
nope.
4.
That's a 7.
Okay. Jay, you see a handprint in frost wrapped around Jubilee's wrist.
He very gently takes Juby's wrist in both his own hands, and the lay on hands kind of manifests this gentle kind of flicker of silver. So he kind of cups the wrist between his own hands, and when he removes his hands, the print is gone.
Yeah. Just
So
Yeah.
how many hit points are you missing? So I know how much to knock off my my pool.
I have 36 out of 59 HP. So
23. Okay.
yeah. It got him pretty good.
It did hit him pretty good.
Yeah, he's he's not paying attention to the fact that he got hurt. He's still muttering to himself
You
and
good?
fidgeting with that pocket watch. I'm fine. It was not a good reminder why the peck was something like that on a train. bloody cold. It's not very fun.
GB, in your hand, that pocket watch does warm up a bit.
Yeah. Oh. Right. Okay. That was a little pecked up. Not my fault it's on fire. If they lose that car again, not my fault. I didn't set it on fire. Whatever was in there, we're gonna ignore.
Oh wow! Every
What do you
time,
mean what do you mean the car was on fire?
There was
was
a
gonna say-
sword pointed at whoever just spoke.
I was gonna point out.
You
Greg
are
gets
pointing your
progressively-
sword at a small child.
I was just gonna point out Greg gets progressively more frustrated every time one of you dipshits curses again.
You have your sword pointed at a small child in a black and gray striped sweater.
Hey, wait.
And Gray's going to attempt to step between and removes the sword.
Yeah, no, he lowers the sword as soon as it twigs. Oh, that's a kid.
The sword is really unnecessary.
I don't know if this is yours. The train was on fire. Again, not our fault. We just walked in and it decided to, do that and things exploded. And again, really not my fault at all.
I don't think it was your. I don't think it was your fault. What are you three doing here? You're alive.
Yeah,
You're
we
not supposed to be here.
We kind of
We got
noticed that too.
tickets.
Gray
I
will
think,
hold out his ticket.
yeah. Juby too, like,
Presumably we were invited. Yes. Is that the right word?
yeah, we got tickets.
2 successful ticket retrievals from hyperspace.
Gray's was not in hyperspace, just in his coat pocket.
This kid steps forward. He looks odd. Yeah, he does not look like someone who should be on a train. He's in a sweater and pajama pants, and he's barefoot. And he's carrying this white candle with a green flame, and he kind of holds it up a little bit as he takes one of your tickets and looks it over and frowns and hands it back, takes the next ticket, looks it over, frowns harder. This kid can't be more than 8, but he is giving his best impression of just grumpy adult frown. And he just looks at you all very seriously and says, "You shouldn't be here. You're alive. You shouldn't have gotten these. Who gave you these?"
Good question.
We just kinda
Next
woke up.
question.
Well, I did. I presume that's how the others got them. They were just there when I woke up.
Yeah, I was striking my camp when I found it under my bedroll.
Yeah.
He kind of frowns and fidgets with his candle and sort of fidgets with the stitching on the edge of that red heart-shaped patch on his shirt, and then shakes his head and says, "We need to get you to the engine. This is really screwing things up. You're not supposed to be here, and we really need to stop before we get to the final destination, or you guys are gonna get hurt."
Huh?
I suspected that kind of thing would happen.
This is a home for the dead.
Or at the very least, it's gonna be really hard to get you back. Oh god, we've never accidentally taken living people to the other side before. That would be bad.
We don't want to go there. Nope. It's not fun. Let's not go there.
What's on the other side?
Nothing good.
Well, I mean, there's the Horizon Station, and then I don't know. I'm not allowed to go past the station. I wait with the lady, and then
There's nothing that you want to see, and nothing you can come back from, kid. You don't want to go.
Jay is once again using
Maybe that's what I'm
divine
asking about.
sense. Jay is once again using divine sense.
okay. And Jazz, what did you say?
Gray, just annoyed, back at Jimmy. Maybe that's exactly what he's asking about.
Jimmy is just giving you a look, Gray, like you do not want to know what is beyond any of those stations.
Gray is just looking defiantly back at Jimmy. He's asking questions. He's just asking questions. Stop interrupting him, dickhead.
Jay, you use your divine sense. You look at this kid in front of you, and it's the weirdest thing, because you get the undead presence ping, but you also get the living presence ping. This kid is half dead.
Oh boy.
Hirowari shoots a strange bird till and just started playing in my head. That is Yomusti.
God damn it, Chase.
Half human, half phantom. What the fuck else?
You got it stuck in my head too, jackass.
Eric.
I think that's the problem. We can't. God. He's like squinting, and then goes, "Okay. So how do we fix this then, kid?"
Well, Mr. Phasmophobia sent me to figure out why the engine, or what was the big jump in fuel that we got, because we're going way too fast right now. We haven't been able to stop at the last, 7 stops, because just something happened, and we just picked up speed again, and things are going way too fast, so we need to get you guys to the engine so Mr. Phasmophobia can calm Ember down, so he can stop us before we go right off of a cliff.
Oh.
Get to the engine room then. All right.
Yep.
Wait, whose fears have you gone through so far?
Huh?
If by fairs
Fears?
in rooms that seem to fuck things up for one of us particularly, mine and his went to the bird boy.
Oh dear.
Okay, so, Ember, which ones were those?
I
And
still don't claim responsibility for setting anything on fire.
We are past
no,
that.
no, that's not what I mean. And he tips his head back and cocks his head like he's listening to something. And you hear the sort of sounds of the train, the rattling of the wheels, the rushing of the pistons and whatnot. You hear it get a little louder, and he hums, listening, and says, Okay, so that's fear of judgment and thanatophobia. So that leaves... Oh, dear. That's not good. Okay. Okay, so fear of isolation's next. Monophobia.
Delightful.
Okay, so when we get into the next car, move forward as fast as you can and just get to the other side. It's not gonna... Just don't trust your eyes. Just trust what I say. Get to the other end of the car as fast as possible. You're not leaving anyone behind.
Okay.
How we daisy chain this bitch?
That wouldn't work, and that would probably make things worse.
Damn it.
Right.
Do
Do you want to make it a race?
Races are fun. I'll wait for you guys at the other end, because she can't latch on to me the way she can to you guys. Yeah. I'll see you on the other side.
See you.
Right.
And he runs through the door.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to help, but I'll try it anyway. Jay will turn to Juby and to Gray and push a hand on each of their shoulders and cast heroism.
Ooh.
You are immune to being frightened. You gain temporary HP. You have 5 temporary HP at the start of your turns, but the It's the frightened thing that he's focusing on right now.
Mm-hmm. And do you proceed?
Gray will relay the instructions to his team before
Yeah.
hitting him.
And I
Sorry
think
in advance.
Juvie stops a minute looking down at the kid and just, it's a race. We'll see who gets there first. Alright?
Hmm. I
Hey.
don't want
Is it because you're scared you'll lose?
to. But
Hmm?
I
Hmm?
don't want Scarlet to lose.
Well, I'm not racing your big monster thing. I'm racing you, kid.
Mm,
You think you can win?
I don't really care.
Well, that's chicken talk.
Says the giant chicken.
I'm not a chicken, thank you.
Sure, I'll believe that when I see it.
I'm an owl, thank you.
Uh-huh. Where's the knowledge owls are supposed to have?
That's not true. That's not a thing. It's not. That's
Mhm.
stereo. That's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think that
Can Gray
you're
kind of
just a motherpecker and you are gonna lose as well.
Well, I think this spell's not gonna last forever, so we should get moving.
I think can Gray and his team just kind of slip past while Jay
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Juvie are doing?
Yes. Yes.
These two are bickering like an old married couple, and Gray just is like, alright, screw it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Jay, internally, fuck yeah, plan successful.
Yes. Precisely.
Alright.
That's because he thought both of you were being stupid.
Fuck yeah, plan successful.
Yes.
Alright. You all step into the next car, and you step into the next car alone. Because the minute you step into the next car, there's no lights coming up from a dark room. No, you step into an empty gray hallway. And you can't see or hear or feel anyone else in the room except yourself.
Oh boy.
Gray shivers a little, but he presses onwards. Just immediately. He was told to keep going. Going to keep going.
Jay's just casually sprinting down the corridor. He's used to being alone.
Yeah.
Gray is not.
Juvie takes a deep breath at the start. It's like, okay, alone. Right. And he still has his pocket watch, grips that tightly, and then sprints.
And because you guys have instruction, I'm only going to make Gray roll this once.
Oh boy.
Roll wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Does he benefit from the aura or no?
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, I know, but it's worth asking.
There.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
17, that makes it.
Oh, thank God.
There's a heaviness to the silence in this hallway for you, Gray.
Yeah.
And you feel something trying to pull at the back of your mind, trying to pull at your chest, trying to weigh you down, trying to slow you down, trying to make you stop, trying to make you just sit and feel alone. But you are in the headspace of move forward. And you keep with that goal. And as you approach the end of the train car, you see a flickering green light at the end. And then you feel someone grab your hand.
Like in front of him, like
Yeah, in front of him.
he, I guess,
What? Did I get it?
You're okay, you made it.
He's shaking just a little because the specific thing about being alone for him is that, like, he's always got the fucking menagerie behind him. So when it's just his footsteps and like just his breath, that's what throws him off the most, you know? Like, it's just the absence of presences that normally would be there, were supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So he immediately just turns back because he's waiting for everyone else to get through.
Hmm. Ah.
Sorry, I had to mute because people were talking in the hallway again.
It's okay.
If he turns the right angle, he'll see a faintly glowing handprint on his shoulder from the heroism.
So you... Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry. You reach the end of the train car, Gray, and you're pulled into a sort of partitioned off area where your menagerie is already waiting for you, and the weird kid from before with the sweater and the candle has grabbed your hand and pulled you in to make sure that you like get out of this thing quickly. And he says, "Sorry for grabbing you without your permission. I really didn't want you in there longer than necessary because Ember's on enough of a sugar high as it is, and I don't want you to get too freaked out. I promise, it's usually nicer than this." And at that moment, I'm gonna say for the gag, at the exact same time, Jay and Juby, you find your way to the end of the hall.
Man.
Rushed over and is starting to nuzzle his friend.
Yeah.
Was?
Oh. I gotta flip a coin for a thing just to see because Juby's a dramatic bird. No, he does not burn the spell slot. He just sprinted. He does not use Misty Step to reach the end. He was tempted, but no.
I mean, he still reaches before Jay does, because Jay is only action running, as opposed to action and bonus action. He can't actually retreat and have heroism at the same time, unfortunately. Alas and alack.
Juby reaches the end and then is very much looking like a smug cat as he sees Jay rejoin the party last and just like... He wasn't really serious about the race, but you know, considering he beat Jay, now he is serious about the race.
Jay, I think,
his
took
ego.
a second to just bask in the silence. This train is fucking loud, dude. He's been in the mountains for 3 weeks.
Alright. Got that done. Okay, Slowpoke, you ready to keep going?
You're welcome for the heroism, mate. Glad to see it got you through the train carriage. I was scared you'd be chicken out.
Me chicken out of something never.
Can both of you shut up?
Many have tried, none have succeeded.
You got any duct tape?
Will not succeed for long. Again, people have tried that before.
Mr. Phasmophobia says that silence is gold, but duct tape is silver.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Already.
I don't think he's gonna like you guys very much, but we need to get to the front. So, follow me, please.
Yep.
You were talking earlier about, the station. What all is at the end that you do know?
I don't know. He kind of frowns and scratches at the back of his neck. The host says I'll know when I'm older, but I don't go all the way to the end. I help Mr. Phasmophobia get everyone across the divide, and then I wait at the station. I wait at the station with Miss Editor, and then the train comes back and it brings me home. And it goes and it hides under Halloween Town for a while, and it comes back the next year. That's all I know. I don't know where it goes after I get off.
That's okay. Just curious.
Probably whatever afterwards people were leaving. But we are wasting time. Let's walk and talk.
Yep.
That's what
You're
we're
up on this train anyway, kid.
I'm here every year.
Yeah, but like, where'd you go after that?
Well, I mean, I'm not yet, but he frowns and kind of, he fidgets with something, under his shirt and then pulls out a black iron key on a piece of cord. I'm the caretaker or future caretaker for the House of Refuge. I help people, or I help dead people, and this is part of my job, and it's part of how I practice.
Big responsibility.
Ah.
You get your hair
Mhm.
Aw.
He squeaks and just holds his candle a little closer to his chest. He doesn't object, but just he is not used to this.
Aw. Oh boy. Alright,
My
conductor.
name's Victor. My name's Victor, by the way. Victor Gracie. And yeah,
Hi.
we need... Nice to meet you. We need to get to the engine. Luckily, you're with me now, and I have my candle, and that keeps, as long as you guys keep close, that keeps Ember from latching onto you guys again. Plus, she's already gotten a taste of your fears, so she probably won't repeat herself because she gets bored.
That's fair.
Understandable. I'm Jay. That's great.
Yeah.
Third boy there is,
Jubilee.
that's it.
Jubilee, he looks at you, blinks. I need to have him roll history. Because he interacts with someone who knows you. Where is history? Oh, he has a +5. That's an 8. He just blinks and says, "That name sounds familiar," and then turns and continues walking.
I don't like that the kid knows my name.
I mean, you did mention not going back to the world of the dead, so maybe you talked to him before.
I think I would have remembered being on this train. The other one was much nicer. Ugh.
You know?
It's not usually like that. He frowns and says, "It's just like that because you're living. The living aren't supposed to get on. For everyone else, it's just a normal train ride. But you guys got on and she latched onto you to try and drink your fear so that she can go faster."
Well. Oh boy, Juby. That's a fumble.
What's
He
the
goes-
fumble? What's the fumble?
Let's get ready to fumble!
It's funny because he could actually pull out what he's looking for.
Does
Oh.
he?
No, he pulls out a box of food from the Painted Lady Cafe and it's like, wait, no, no. Oh, where's the bloody ticket?
You missed your chance. The snack train was about 2 cars ago.
Not this one, the one for the other. The bloody, what's it called? The something. It's a line. It's a ticket. Oh, let's see if he can get it. Like, I need to know if the kid recognizes it.
That's not a fumble. That's a success.
Yeah. This time he pulls out a different ticket. Compared to the last time he had it, it is not as shiny or beautiful as it once was. It's been in his hammer space just a little bit. He doesn't take this out, but it is a ticket for the Golden Afternoon line. And he doesn't hold it out. He's protective of it, but he does show it to Victor. Like, do you recognize this?
And he kind of looks over his shoulder, blinks, turns around. "Oh, that's how I know you! You're Miss Editor's kid!"
Kid!
There is a shit-eating smirk on Jay's face. Her kid, you say?
Well, don't tell her I said that, because she's still in denial, but,
There's a pointed blink.
But yeah, you're Miss Editor's favorite. She mentioned you.
And I'm not gonna have him even try and roll deception. He fluffs up and his face goes bright pink.
Well, that's good. That's good. That means we'll probably be in a lot less trouble. Come on. And he immediately perks up.
Are we getting you in trouble? I hope not.
No, well, kind of. We're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to double back tonight. Mr. Phasmophobia might make me stay home, but he's probably gonna have to double back tonight. And Miss Editor is very particular about time. Well, I mean, of course she is, knowing her. But don't worry, everything should be fine.
Who's Miss Editor, kid?
That's good.
I'm going to have to apologize so much for causing this trouble then. Oh dear.
She's the person who has the station at the end of the line. Or, well, no, my house is the station at the end of the line. She's the one who has the station beyond that. The one I told you about, the one that I wait at that I can't go past.
She got a name?
Not that I know of. She doesn't like sharing it. He just told us to call her Miss Editor. Or Miss Horizon.
Can Jay roll religion on Miss Editor / Miss Horizon?
Sure thing.
What else would I do to roll religion on that?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That is... It's a +4 modifier?
Did you say, Jazz, did you say you also wanted to roll?
I did.
I think you
Sorry, you're a little quieter, so it's hard to catch when you say stuff sometimes.
Hold on. Let me fucking move my mic closer then.
Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to be ignoring you or anything.
Is that better?
That is much better.
Okay. Okay, my mic was just too far away then. It happens sometimes. I was just asking if I could roll religion because Case didn't come.
You can roll religion.
Specifically interested. What is it looking? That was a 15. Not the best.
Alright, so, Gray, you don't get this, because the DC is a 20. Because this is the forbidden secrets. This is the forbidden lore. You either have to have specific context or be, like, really big into religion.
Understandable.
Um,
It just means he'll probably ask a stupid question later.
Oh, there's
Fair.
good reasons why Jay might know this thing.
yeah, Jay, you rolled a 23. That is enough to know. It kind of clicks in your head. The association with trains, the warm golden light spilling out of all the lanterns in this place, the association with death and the afterlife, and the name The Editor. Those are all things associated with the goddess Lady Retrospect, and she's a fairly unknown figure. She is a mystery goddess. The thing about Retrospect is she doesn't have followers, and any following she might have had is erased. Accounts of her are few and far between, just like accounts that are accurate of the Ember Express. But it makes sense that this would be hers because she's associated with the passage between life and death. She's the one who runs the station that gets people where they need to go when they reach the afterlife, when they reach their final destinations. She is the goddess of memory and of amnesia, the goddess of lifeline in the Soul Spinner trio, and she is the goddess of second chances.
Yeah. So, for anyone unaware, Jay's background is recovered cultist, and this is the background feature. So there is a very good reason why he, of all people, would be able to recognize a mystery cult.
Mm-hmm.
Hee-hoo.
Oh. Oh? Hello? Oh, wait, you're her favorite?
Well, you see, wow, look at the time. We need to really be going to the engine. Come on.
I assume you've been walking and talking this entire time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Juvie is very pointedly lengthening his stride, making use of the fact that he is, I think, the tallest one here.
You said 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gray's
Jay-
normal
Jay-
12-year-old height.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gray's small and Jay is 5'8".
Yeah,
Gray's
Juvie is
exactly
very
fine.
pointedly walking forward, like, we're not gonna discuss that. No, him? No.
I didn't
He's
know she
still-
recruited her followers from the dead, but it makes sense.
Well, it's a long story. We don't have time for that.
Yeah, I'm not about to ask you your life story, mate. Don't worry about it.
Excellent.
Or, well, I suppose your death story in this case. But either way, let's go. Let's keep walking.
All right, and you guys get through like several different cars that are all sort of empty. Like they look like normal train cars, and then like they look empty at first glance, and then you like turn your head and you can see spectral figures sitting in the booths, and they all just like look up at you, and they just kind of look at you like, "What the fuck are you? Did you drop from Mars?"
Gray is going to wave at all of them. They're in a hurry, so he's not going to like stay and talk or introduce himself, but he is going to wave.
And Victor just kind of apologizes as they rush past. Just, sorry, routine train maintenance. We had an accidental pickup. Don't worry, everything's fine. Please remain in your seats. And finally, you guys get to the engine. And the first thing you hear as Victor opens this door is a very loud voice saying, "Son of a bitch!"
Hey, watch your language. There's kids here.
Gray is going to elbow Juby in the side.
He just snickers.
Jay is also grinning.
Trying to get Mr. Phasmophobia to stop swearing is like trying to tell a river to change its direction. It doesn't work. Sir, I found the problem.
It does if you commit enough time to it.
Yeah, see?
Anyway, let's finish solving the problem at hand first.
You guys get into the engine room and you see a man made of green fire frantically like fiddling with buttons and with dials and with levers and just trying to do anything to get control back of the train, and he's just like, "I'll mind my language when we can stop missing stops. That was the 7th one. That was actually the 9th. 9th? Did you said you found the problem. What's going on?
Hi.
On what did we pick up?"
Hello.
And he spins around and looks at you.
Smile and wave.
Gray does. I don't know about you guys.
Juvie absolutely is
I
cheeky.
think we all just smile and wave in different flavors of apologetic.
Yeah.
This man looks at you,
Mm-hmm.
presses his hands together. Deep breath. Victor, why are there living people on my train? I don't know. They have tickets. They have tickets? What do you mean they have tickets? They shouldn't have tickets. They're alive.
Here.
Yeah.
If there's anything wrong. I mean,
Tickets are
there is.
presented.
I don't know
Yeah,
what to take.
present the tickets.
Tickets are taken, and he just looks them over. What yeah, these are legit. How did you get these? How?
We just woke up with them.
We're wondering much the same, honestly.
Apologetic shrug.
You just woke up with them. You didn't buy them from anyone. You weren't given them by anyone.
Nope.
No.
You didn't perform a ritual or anything.
No. I
No.
was just in the woods.
And you somehow got tickets onto a train for the dead.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is either extremely late or very early.
I'm not supposed to be dead. So.
I'm not
Yeah,
supposed,
you're
I'm
not.
supposed to be in this world, but
Yeah, no, you're like he points at Gray first and says, "You're not due for another 7 decades minimum. You," he points at Jay, "I don't know what's going on with you, but you aren't supposed to be on my roster until," and he reaches over, grabs a binder off the shelf, flips through it, and says, "Until at least another 20 years minimum." And you, he looks at Jubilee, looks at the binder, flips through. "You're not even in here!"
I love causing problems. But I don't think this is the sort that I normally would want to. Is there any way to stop the train or get us off, aside from, just jumping, which is probably not going to go very well? I'm assuming we're going quite fast.
Yeah, no shit, honey. We're going at a speed that if you tried to jump off now, it would sandpaper your bones.
I need those. That would not be fun.
Yeah, no. And he kind of frowns and says, "How in the hell? She never..." And at that moment, a phone rings.
someone leave their
Which is-
cell phone on ringtone.
Where is the phone?
What?
There is no phone in the room.
Oh.
Or actually, roll perception. Because I didn't fill out a fumble chart for this man, so
That's
roll
really trying to
perception.
figure out if Gray knows what a phone is.
Bring, bring.
A dirty 20!
Oh shit,
Legitimately,
see that?
Nice.
God, I think I have to
Jubilee
roll
rolled
this.
first, so Jubilee sees the phone sitting on top of a stack of books.
Juby is going to grab the phone, pick it up, and say, hello.
Hello, Juby dear. Do you think you could put Phasmophobia on the line?
Oh, absolutely. He's in trouble. Holds the phone out to the conductor.
Someone's
You
in
picked up.
trouble.
You hear a very familiar giggle on the other end of the line, Juby, as you hand the phone to Phasmophobia, who's just, "My lady, I can explain. It was an accident. I don't even know how they got the tickets. And you don't hear the other end. It's just, what do you mean a test? What do you mean you knew? What do you mean a test? Ma'am, I'm going to have to kindly ask you to never do this again. Yeah, I don't
Did
care.
you
I know you're a
pick
goddess. But if
up?
you do this again, I'm going to quit."
Did you fail your test? Oh, tisk tisk.
I didn't fail anything. She decided
you failed
to.
your test? Look straight at the bird boy.
I did not fail anything. You hush, I'm the favorite. I can do nothing wrong.
And Phasmophobia is going back and forth with whoever's on the other end of the line for a good minute or two. And then he's just, "Yeah, please, just for my sanity, never again." I thought the train was breaking. I thought we'd picked up a lich. I didn't know what was going on. Yes, I know it gets... Ma'am. Miss, please. My lady, please.
Who is he talking to?
I'm gonna make a
he's-
wild
he's-
guess and guess Lady Retrospect.
How?
Because, fun fact, I had rolled for what Gray knew what a phone was, and he nat one.
No idea what's happening.
No, he has no
How
idea
does
how
this
fast
work?
he's going to get talking to anyone through that.
If it makes it make more sense, think of it like a sending stone.
Oh, okay.
You like hear the end of the argument, and just Phasmophobia hangs up the phone. All right.
Before it's totally hung up, Juby just shouts out, "Bye, Mom!"
You hear a startled squawk from the other end of the line.
He settles back. All right. That's payback enough. We're good.
Well, your patron says hi. And he hangs up the phone and sets it aside. Now, how the fuck to get you off my train? Ixta, does your family still do that whole, fancy thing on Halloween? You mean the ball? Yeah, of course we do. The swinging wake is the best part of the year. Alright, well, you're gonna have, 3 extra guests this year, and you're getting off early. Oh. I'm sorry, kid, but you've seen what Emma's been up to with these 3. I can't keep them on. I know, sir. Thank you for the experience this year. Yeah, sure. Okay. You 3, tickets. Hand them over.
Here you go.
It is handed over.
All right.
Alright. These are gonna keep pulling you back unless they're neutralized. He frowns and, turns it over, and then snaps his fingers. 1 minute. Walks over to, if I remember it, there's, a spot in the engine where you can reach into the firebox, yeah?
Yeah, there's the main grate, and then there's a smaller opening to the side usually.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly for exhaust.
Mm-hmm. He slides a little door open, and whatever's inside there, it's not any fuel you guys have seen. But he reaches in and plucks out 3 brightly glowing coals. Which he wraps a ticket around each, and then kind of crushes them in his hand. And then he turns back and holds out to the 3 of you 3 little charms. Each made of a glowing orange crystal.
Ooh. Well, Juby's going to take his.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jay raises an eyebrow but takes his with a nod of thanks.
As you take these items, there's a flash of light from each. Jay, settled around your shoulders is a large black snake with glowing orange eyes. A black python, to be specific.
Hello there.
The snake kind of lifts its head and periscopes and looks at you, flicks its tongue. Gray, when yours lights up, it turns into a little red cardinal.
Gray will start chirping at it.
It chirps back excitedly.
Aww.
And Juby, you hold yours, and it lights up, and you are now holding a very fluffy black cat.
Oh, hello, darling. Kitty is held very carefully and just close and like, you can immediately tell this cat is about to be spoiled. This cat is going to be so spoiled.
And all three of these creatures have a little loop of golden chain around their neck, from which hangs those orange crystals. And Phasmophobia hums and says, "Alright, good. Those three should keep that occupied enough that you won't get drawn back here. Let's see if I can get this bitch under control. Sorry, Ember, that wasn't nice. You're not a bitch. You're a very nice train." And the train whistles in response.
Can Gray lean out the cab window?
You can.
He wants to see outside.
You guys are traveling very quickly along, kind of like almost dead forest looking area, traveling very quickly through the woods, and Victor says, "Oh, we're getting close. We're never home this early." "Yeah, that's what happens when the train goes on a sugar high, kid." And yeah, it doesn't take long. It takes maybe 10 minutes before you guys are pulling to the stop in the back of a massive mansion.
Oh boy. Oh, this is fantastic. Hello. I take it this is our stop.
Yep, get the fuck out. I'm sorry, that wasn't nice. Politely, get the fuck out.
Respect.
Bye, Uncle Faz.
Fuck out.
Bye, Uncle Phasmophobia. Victor kind of laughs and waves and jumps off the train to the station and waves for the rest of you guys to follow.
Thanks for not just toss us out sandpaper in our bones. And Jay will jump off as well.
Yeah.
A leap.
I think Juby just like, of course, does a showman's bow because, of course, he has to. He's a dramatic motherfucker. Before casually stepping off the train.
It's going to help Nibbles and Scarlet off.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else can float. It's fine.
And as soon as you guys are all off, the train backs up and then takes off in reverse.
Bye-bye!
Aww. Gray, my darling.
Gray, our beloved. And you are now standing on what looks like a train station platform, but there's no actual train station here. You're just standing on a train station platform overlooking some tracks in the middle of a big garden. And you look up towards the mansion and you can hear cheerful, lively music playing, although some of it seems to be played on a pipe organ, which is odd. You can hear people laughing and chattering and talking, and Victor kind of smiles and brushes his hands over his sweater and says, "Sorry about the train, but if you guys would like, we're having a party. There's plenty to eat, and there's music and dancing. You're welcome to join us. I'm sure Mr. Host wouldn't mind some living guests. We so rarely get to have visitors."
As long as we're not intruding.
No one's ever intruding. That's what refuge is for.
Oh, I think I'm going to have so much fun here. This is going to be delightful.
Is there a particular dress code or something?
Um,
It's very fancy. Is all I ask.
no particular dress code. I mean, most people here can't exactly change clothes.
You know
Once
what?
you're dead, you kind of got what you got.
Yeah, that's fair.
Come on, there's still time for Halloween celebration. And he's going to lead you guys up towards the house. And does anyone have anything they want to add?
I'm just going to say Juby is utterly delighted by this and probably does, in fact, at some point join the band.
Incredible.
Fun fact, Gray knows how to play a pipe organ.
Yes!
Gray gets a turn on the pipe organ, yes.
It is a very niche joke for me and me alone, but Gray knows how to play the pipe organ.
Is this because of in Alamo's Town?
No. It's because he grew up in the walls of a church.
Fair.
Any addition for Jay?
I think he, surreptitiously rolls the shoulder that got grabbed by the Avatar of Death, because that's still stinging.
Oh, wait, you're still injured?
Yeah, he's still
Gray is going to
12
cast
hit
Healing
points.
Spirit. You have an auto now. Do not resist.
Victor is gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thanks.
It wouldn't do to have a guest be injured. That would be bad.
I'd say just
Um.
back, it's full.
Night's wasting.
And with that, we pan out as you guys walk up to the mansion, the haunted mansion, the House of Refuge. And you all spend the rest of the night at this amazing party. For dead people, these people know how to have a good time. And you do all, leave with a fuck ton of candy and snacks and just... Listen, the only living person here who actually eats is Victor. So they have plenty of extra snacks that they made to give out.
Heck yeah!
Wow.
I feel like at some point Nibbles ate too much candy and just got silly eyes.
Good.
There's a Darkin running around. Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry. Some of the ghosts are kids, and they absolutely are very entertained by this Dargan. But with that, we end our game. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time.
This was great.
Thank you all
Hell yeah.
for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for playing. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good night, everybody.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!